Go for the beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean.
The Phillies scored 1 run last night. And they win 19-4 today. Most runs for the Phillies since 2018 when they beat the Marlins 20-1. How about that? Phillies get the 19-4 win and absolutely dismantling of the Washington Nationals. Everything went the Phillies' way. Everything went the Phillies. I mean, we'll really rip Zach Wheeler today. Good God. But anyway, the offense was incredible. What do you say about a 19-run performance other than it was absolutely amazing? Everybody hit that was a starter. Kyle Schwarber was the last to come around, but even he was at least on base before he got his hit. So it was literally everybody getting on base for the Phillies. They just dismantled the Marlins. It was a 6-run third inning, a 4-run fourth inning, and an 8-run fifth inning. Here's where I was at. I want to say it was in that third inning. I'm watching this game unfold, right? And we're all sitting there. We're all like, yeah, what's going on here, right? And the Phillies go up there in the third inning. Kyle Schwarber and Trey Turner walked on 10 pitches. So there are only 2 strikes thrown by Gore in that inning, or those first 2 batters. Then Nick Castellanos comes up and flails at the first pitch. Phillies are losing in this game at this point, 1-0. So there's 10 pitches. 8 of them are out of the strike zone for walks. You have 2 on. You have nobody out. And Nick Castellanos comes up to the plate, and he swings at the first pitch. Now, I've said this many times. You guys know that like the first pitch thing isn't something I really focus on. But when it's things like that, where you know that the pitcher is throwing out of the strike zone, I'm like, what are you doing swinging at the first pitch? And then you know what he did? He swung at the second pitch, and he got the single. Now, all of a sudden, the bases were loaded. Then Bryce Harper steps up to the plate, and they just eke out a run. They just eke out a run. And they take a 2-1 lead. Okay? Take a 2-1 lead at that point with eking out a run. And then from that point on, Realmuto got the single. Harrison got the sac fly RBI. Bohm got the 2-run homer. Pache got an RBI double. And then when it was all said and done, it was 7-1 in favor of the Phillies after that. So I was ready to, I was like going back and forth with somebody on Twitter, like their approach was terrible. It was so awful. It was so horrible. And then they just absolutely explode in that third inning. And then more in the fourth, and then more in the fifth. I'll tell you, the guy that I am most happy for, the guy that I'm most happy for after this particular game is Alec Bohm. Because Alec Bohm, yes, 2 home run day. He was 4 for 5. 6 RBIs for him. That's fantastic. Him and Castellanos are going back and forth when it comes to the runs batted in for the Phillies this year in terms of who's taking over, who's surrendering the lead, who's taking the lead, and all that stuff. And now it seems to be a little seesaw battle. And I want to see that seesaw battle because that means the Phillies are scoring runs. And you're seeing that ticker go up and up and up as the Phillies keep on rattling off the runs there. But Alec Bohm I feel great for because this 4 for 5 day puts his batting average at 280 on the season. It hasn't been at 280, at least at the close of a game. It hasn't been at 280 since late April 28th, I believe it was. So to see him get back to at least that 280 mark is huge. Now he's got 9 home runs on the season. Castellanos got 11 now on the year after his 2-run homer in this game. And it wasn't just the fact that the Phillies were coming up with these clutch hits. Obviously, that's the biggest thing. That's the obvious thing. But they were hustling today, man. I know it'll go by the wayside because it's 19 runs. So not a lot of people are going to talk about the fact that Bryce Harper absolutely busted it. Absolutely busted it in that second inning when he was able to go up there to the plate. And he hit the double. He gets the second base there. It's his first extra base hit, by the way, since June 12th. That double in the second inning. Realmuto hits the fly ball to center field. Hill gets it, Harper busts it to third base. They're losing at this point 1-0 because Smith hit that home run on the top of the second inning. And their first run of the ball game, Harper ties it up on that RBI single by Alec Boehm to center field in the second. That opportunity doesn't present itself unless Bryce Harper busts it from second to third. Yeah, you could say it was another dice roll. You could say that it was another opportunity for a Philly to get thrown out of the base paths again, but it wasn't. If you're going to go, you better be safe, and he was safe. Then later, you see JT Realmuto makes a hustle play for you. Nick Castellanos makes a hustle play for you by getting into second base. And really, 19 runs is great, but seeing the way they put these at-bats together later in the game, seeing the way they were able to jump on some of these pitches, seeing the way they took nothing for granted on the base paths, that was even better. And again, the guy that I feel the best for is Alec Boehm. 280 batting average for the first time since the end of April. Absolutely love to see that. I'll say this, Rob Thompson, I got to give you credit there, fella. You and Josh Harrison, I don't know what it is, but every time I see Josh Harrison in the lineup, especially against the lefty, when I know that Bryson Stott can hit lefties, I lose my mind a little bit. Granted, that was a couple hours ago, but now it's 19-4, so I'm okay with it. But man, when it comes to Josh Harrison, he has pushed the right buttons at the right time. Number one thing was Josh Harrison got hit by a pitch in that second inning, I want to say it was. And he literally shook it off. He shook off getting hit by the pitch. Literally did a little shimmy in the batter's box there, right? Then he gets a hit for you in the ballgame, which is great to see. He was actually 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. He also drove in a run for you. And as a starter over the last couple of weeks, it's been a great thing to see Josh Harrison out there. I don't believe, and I don't want him to play as much as he has, virtually against every lefty the Phillies have faced, because, of course, Bryson Stott can do that, and Bryson Stott's a better ball player. Therefore, I want Bryson Stott out there as much as humanly possible. But when Rob Thompson has decided to go with the idea that he's got to play at some point, why not play him against lefties? Well, then give him that opportunity to have some success and give him that opportunity to stay a little fresh or stay sharp. Stay sharp would be a good way to describe it for Josh Harrison. I'm against it, but whenever Rob Thompson has done it, going back to that Diamondback series, he's been a much better ball player for this Phillies squad as a starter than I expected him to be. He gets up there to the plate, gets you a hit, gets you an RBI, scores you a couple of runs, gets on base and all that. That's a great thing to see. Had that little misjudge in, what was it, the 6th inning in the ballgame today? By then it was already the back pocket of the Phillies, so whatever. But I got to say, Rob Thompson, I commend you. It's worked. You've done a good job with it. I don't like it, but it's worked. Not arguing philosophy anymore. I'm just praising the results. The one thing I don't like is that you had an opportunity to put Bryce Harper in a 19-4 ball game. Get his feet wet. He's going to be out there soon enough at first base. Let's see him play first base a little bit. Let's see a little bit of that. Bryce Harper at first. What better time to do it than 19-4 in the 9th inning? He's not going to have to throw anything. Locate the bag. Oh, well, here it is. Okay, good. And then you release the hounds. I can't even do the play-by-play because there's not enough time to do 19 runs. But I will go through some of the stuff. And, yeah, how it started for the Phillies. First 2 innings, I was leading with some frustration there. And then they blew the doors off there in the 3rd inning. And it just seems like they could do no wrong. Then in the 4th inning, Trey Turner gets up there, hits that double that I thought could have been a triple with his speed, but whatever. Nick Castellanos comes up and hits the 2-run home run to center field, just out of the reach of Hill's the mitt there in center. I thought he was going to come up with it. I thought he did come up with it, but it just clearly went right over his mitt. So a game of inches, as they say. Harper then grounded out. Realmuto struck out. Alec Boehm said, oh, is that all? After a Josh Harrison double, there was his hit. After the Josh Harrison double, Alec Boehm at his first home run of the ballgame, a 2-run home run, gave you an 11-1 lead in the 4th inning. Then Sosa got a single. Pacha ended up grounding out on a comeback there. 5th inning, the Phillies started to give a couple back. It was 11-4. By the end of that, Zach Wheeler certainly didn't look his sharpest. Who knows? An 11-1 game. If you're Zach Wheeler, you know the last time that you faced this team, you sucked. So maybe you want to really slam the door in their face. So although you could say it was 11-1, that doesn't give your pitcher, it gives him leeway to still pick up a win, certainly. But in terms of still wanting him to slam the door on the Nationals, yeah, I would have loved to have seen that from Zach Wheeler. In a time where Taijuan Walker and Ranger Suarez are dominating, And Christopher Sanchez is giving you good outings, and you got a shaky Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler. You've been better, but to gut out 6 innings over your last couple of starts. That's been good, but I need to see the starting rotation. Not just Suarez, not just Christopher Sanchez. I can't believe I'm saying his name, and not just Taijuan Walker. I need Wheeler. And I need Nola to start dealing like the guys that are supposed to be 3, 4, and 5 in the rotation right now. That's what I need to see. That's what I need. So if you want to take your foot off the gas there in the 5th inning and allow some runs to score after your bats get you after they get you a 10-run lead, I don't like that. I don't like that a little bit. There was a little scuttlebutt between him and the home plate umpire Jimenez about get disengagements, I guess. Neither seemed to be really into it, but whatever. That's what they decided to do. But in the 5th inning, after the Nationals went ahead and put up the 3 runs in that top of the 5th inning, Phillies came right back. Castellanos had the hustle double, one of the hustle plays I was referencing earlier. Hill also just missed it, just flat out missed it. It rolled past him. Little bloop single it would have been there to Hill in center field. He misplayed it. It rolled past him. Castellanos paying attention. To hell with 11-4. I want more. He rounds first, heads hard for second base, and he gets in there for the hustle double. Then Harper gets another RBI. This one an RBI single. That made it 13-4. And then Real Muto steps up there, gets the RBI force out. Again, busting it down the line. More hustle from the Phillies in that one. He was originally called out as they thought that the Nationals turned 2. They did not in no way, shape, or form. Actually, Real Muto ended up beating the play to first altogether. Forget about anybody being pulled off a bag. So there you go. So the Phillies go up in that instance there 14-3. And then Harrison works the walk. Bohm steps up, RBI single. 15-3. Pache works the walk. He got the bases loaded, 2 outs. Kyle Schwarber, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hits a long fly ball, deep right field. Adios, amigos. It's a home run. A grand slam home run. 19-4. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. The Phillies were incredible today. Their bats were unbelievable today. And the last time the Phillies, by the way, I'll tell you this, the last time the Phillies scored 19 runs, we're going to go back. We're going to look at that in a second. How about this, though? Our great friends at Colony Pools and Power Washing. Huh? Colony Pools and Power Washing. Let them bring your home back to life for the summer of 2023. Make sure you give our sponsor a call for the entire baseball season at 302-762-2250. That's 302-762-2250. If you're tired of seeing the green algae stains on your roof and you live in Delco, Chester, or in the state of Delaware, let Colony pressure wash your house and take the pressure off you. The last time the Phillies scored 19 or more runs in a ball game, you got to go back to 2018. I think I mentioned that earlier. You got to go back to 2018 where they beat the Marlins 20-1. Vince Velasquez got the win, pitching 6 innings in that ballgame. Aaron Altair and Carlos Santana each homered for the Phillies. And Maikel Franco had a 6 RBI day for you. Cesar Hernandez was your leadoff hitter. And there was a save picked up by the Phillies. I was referencing a couple of weeks ago that game that the Orioles had a million years ago where it was, what did I say? It was 30-3, 33-3, whatever it was. Somebody sent it to me. All right, I think it was you. Somebody sent it to me. The box score was that game because there was a save recorded in that one. Well, the last time the Phillies scored 19 runs in a ball game, there was also a save recorded. And the save was recorded by none other than Jake Thompson. How about that? So Phillies, we'll look to keep it going, baby. Look to keep it going. Just fine and dandy, hopefully, tomorrow. We'll get into that in a second. Let's see what you guys are saying about this incredible Phillies game over 4th of July weekend. Babs, what's up? Laugh out loud. Oh, my God, I'm at the shore. It's so beautiful. I just wanted to say hi to you, Farzy. Hello, Babs. John Marinelli, what's going on? Winner, winner. I'll finish it up for you. Chicken dinner. Crazy. They did the thing, but come on. Wheeler needs to be better than that. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. That home plate umpire, though, John Marinelli, yeah. Jimenez, what was his first name? What was that fella's first name? The guy with the mask behind the plate that wasn't a catcher. Edwin Jimenez. No bueno, my friend. Wait, what in the holy hell? What is going on here? Oh, okay. Where am I at? I pushed buttons. I shouldn't push buttons. Here we go. John Marinelli, home plate umpire with several. Crazy. I also didn't have Elon Musk ruining Twitter on my Saturday bingo card. Yeah. What kind of day was that on the old Twitterverse, people? You are out of the tweets. You're out of what the hell was it saying? I'm betting I can push it up real quick. It said something stupid. It was stupid. I'm not getting it anymore, but whatever. I was getting it earlier. You are out of data. You are out of tweets. No longer can you say tweets. That's at least the voice I read it in while I was reading it aloud to myself while I was watching a baseball game. Also, okay, Ari, what's up? Happy 4th to you as well. What are you cooking? What am I cooking for the 4th of July? Not a Oh no, I got my cousins coming down. My cousins gonna come down from Allentown. What am I making? Oh, I'm gonna make the sausage and peppers. I'm gonna make some nice sausage and peppers, right? And then I'm gonna make the oh Lord, what am I making? I'm making so my cousin-in-law John is from Seattle, and I told him that I was gonna make him something that I like to call the Phillies special, which is an everything bagel with scrapple egg and cheese. And a lot of sriracha, a lot of ketchup, and that's what I love. That's my favorite breakfast sandwich in the world. I have 2 a year because if I didn't, I would be even more of a fat bastard than I already am. But anyway, that's what I'll be cooking. How about you? How about you guys? 19 runs in 2008? No, 18. Sorry, 2018. Farzy, the offense finally showed up. Go Sixers, they absolutely did. John Marinelli, is Shaq, a.k.a. Diesel, considered to be a good rapper? I don't know, but here's what I do know. Here's what I do know. If you had to come back to life as another person other than yourself, Shaq might be up there. If you had to live a life, because that guy did not give a damn. That guy, I'll do whatever I want. I will enjoy every second of it. That is Shaq Diesel. That would be Shaq Diesel. The only thing I don't like about him is that he beat the Sixers in a championship, so that was kind of ruined my high school. So they ruined my high school year. So thanks, Shaq Diesel. Anyway, other than that, damn. Oh, rate limit reached. Thank you, Ari. Rate limit was reached. Whatever the hell that is. Go Sixers. Hey, Farzy. AEW Forbidden Door Sunday was awesome. Is that a wrestling program? What makes that a Philly special? Just the scrapple. Just the scrapple. There is nothing else about that. Everything else is New York, Midwest, toddler, if it's the ketchup, if you think ketchup's for children. But then I got the sriracha. So there you go. But yeah, only thing about that's Philadelphia is the scrapple. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. Oh, go Sixers! It is a wrestling program. How about that? Yeah, Phillies had an absolutely incredible win today. Now tomorrow, 1:35 start time. They'll wrap things up, weather permitting. And I say that because it's a little scary out there. Supposed to be some thunderstorms tomorrow, but a 1:35 start time against the Nationals. Trevor Williams will get the start against Ranger Suarez. Good luck to you, Nats. Natitude, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor Williams comes into town with a 4.4 ERA. He's 4-4 on the season with a 2.28 ERA. He is coming off a 4-inning performance where he allowed 3 runs on 8 hits, 2 home runs as well against the Seattle Mariners, Seahawks. Jesus Louise. He also sorry, Ari. He took it to the Cardinals. 6 innings of scoreless baseball on 5 hits. So he'll be coming to town to take on the Phillies. He is a right-handed pitcher. He did face the Phillies the last time out there, and woohoo! Phillies won 11-3 in that ball game. He started out with a 5 2/3 performance, allowing 4 runs on 6 hits. All the runs were earned, and he also allowed 2 home runs in the ball game. As for Ranger Suarez, damn near perfect, ladies and gentlemen. He comes into this game just 2-2 on the year somehow, despite his amazingness, with a 3.18 ERA. He is coming off that 7 1/3 inning performance against Chicago Cubbies. 1 earned run on 4 hits. All 5 of his last starts at most one earned run. He has been spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Smith produced the program, did a wonderful job as per usual. This show is brought to you by Colony Pools and Power Washing. Let Colony Pools and Power Washing help bring your home back to life for the summer of 2023 with all that they do. Win and save this baseball season with our friends from Colony Pools and Power Washing. Go ahead and get rid of that ugly green algae and mold off your roof, off your siding, and off your deck. They service Delaware, Delco, and Chester counties. Call them right now at 302-762-2250. That's 302-762-2250. Have a wonderful rest of your night, everybody. Hope to be back with you guys tomorrow. 1:35 start time. Phillies and Nationals. Phillies look to take yet another series away from their opponent. Be back with you guys tomorrow after this 19-4 Phillies victory. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. See ya.
Do you stream on a Roku, Fire Stick, Google TV, or Apple TV? Now you can watch 6ABC 24/7 with the 6ABC Philadelphia streaming app.
And the big story on Action News.
Search 6ABC Philadelphia and start streaming today.
Go to get your game on. Go for the beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the stakes and the stakes. Go to get your parlay on. Go to get your party on. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean. Visit theoceanac.com to plan your visit.
The greatest fans on earth. It's a bold statement, but would you expect anything less from Philadelphia? 58 years of heartache creates a toughness, a grit, a resolve not found in most. Sure, our prayers were answered, but now that we've had a taste, we're looking for more. Pondley Hockey, official partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Go passionately. Go fearlessly. Go confidently.
Go Birds!
Go confidently towards your goals with First Trust, Philly's hometown bank for nearly 90 years, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're focused on getting you over the goal line. So go with conviction, go with trust,
Go Birds!
and go forward with us by your side. First Trust Bank, the official bank of Philadelphia dreams. Oh, and go Birds.
This is Governor Ed Rendell urging you to vote for my friend Judge Pat Dugan for Superior Court. I appointed Judge Dugan in 2007 to the Philadelphia Municipal Court, where he now serves as its president judge. Pat is a proud Army veteran of 23 years. He served 2 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's also recommended by the Philadelphia Bar Association. But most importantly, he bleeds Eagles green and hates those Dallas Cowboys. So get out and vote for number 3, Judge Pat Dugan for Superior Court.
Paid for by Dugan 2023.
EAGLES, Eagles.